Okay? Slip critical connections. Okay? Now, before we proceed dun sa pinaka-code, let's reflect or discuss muna ano ba yung pinaka-basis ng derivation ng ano, ng pinaka-formula ni code. Well, yung formula kasi ni code, ito yon, no? Okay? So, paano ba nag-arrive dito? Okay? Okay? So, as we have mentioned, si slip critical connections, highly dependent siya dun sa friction, no? Friction nung paying surface dun sa connection mo. Okay? So, what do I mean by that? So, sige. So, for example, you have a connection with no external loads, like so. Okay? Now, kapag hinigpitan mo yung nuts mo, as we have mentioned, ang mangyayari, mag-elongate yung nut mo, intention yan, tapos magkakaroon ka ng clamping force dun sa dalawang plate na connected. Di ba? So, yung kung gaano katindi yung tension na dapat ma-develop, yun yung minimum bolt free tension na pinakita natin kanina sa table. No? Now, obviously, kung kukunin mo yung pre-body diagram ng top plate and kalahati nung bolt mo, ito yung makikita mo. No? Intention yung bolt mo. So in return, may magre-resist diyan na meron kang parang pressure acting dun sa ano top plate, no? So normal 'yon, no? Normal, okay? Normal force para mag-balance, okay? Similarly on the bottom plate ganun din. May tension force ka dun sa bolt, meron kang mga normal force acting, okay? Now, yung tension doon sa pinaka bolt mo, parang ito din yun eh, no? Yung representation. Tapos yung N mo na yan, na in pressure, pwede mo siyang i-reflect as a total N, no? As a concentrated load like so. So, balance pa din yan, no? Balance pa din. So, from this free body diagram, no? Kapag wala kang external loads. Okay? Now, assuming na maglagay tayo ng applied load P, okay? At one plate, obviously, ganun din yon, opposite direction. And separate natin yung top plate. So from top plate, kung ito yung ating pinaka pre-body diagram for if no external loads, no? Obviously, yung applied load P mo doon, meron dapat magre-resist. And yung magre-resist noon is from the normal force, magkakaroon ka ng friction. Okay? Magkakaroon ka ng friction due to the paying surface. Okay? In contact na surface. Okay? And alam natin yan, okay? The formula for I think on static, no, static of rigid bodies, no, for friction force, no, is that the friction force is equal to the normal clamping force times the coefficient of friction mu. Okay, so from this equation na derive yung pinaka formula natin for slip critical connections, no, which is ito r sub n is equal to u mu h sub sc d sub u t sub b n sub s, no. So basically ito yon. Okay, ito yon. And it's using the friction, okay? Kaya yung ibang term din dito kapag tinanong sa problem, ano ba yung slip resistance? No, slip resistance. So, yun, based yun sa for slip critical connection usually using the friction force, okay? Sige, sige. Punta tayo ngayon sa code. Now, pagdating sa code, ito yung formula na pinakita ko kanina. Straightforward to, no? Punta tayo sa mga under strength. Malinaw to kapag sinabing serviceability limit state or SLS, yung ibang abbreviated as SLS. 1.0 for LRFD, 1.5 for ASD. Okay? Kapag sinabing strength level, limit state, no, or ultimate limit state, yung ibang term dito, or ULS, that is 0.85 and 1.76. So parang kay sleep critical pala, nagbabago pala yung niya, no? Yung kanyang under strength depende sa limit state na gagamitin mo or sasabihin doon sa problem. So be observant na lang, okay? Now, let's define yung mga parameter. Let's start with U, no? So yung U or the coefficient of friction, depende kasi yan kung ano yung contact surface mo, no? So alam niyo na yan. Halimbawa, yung wood, yung concrete, yung rubber, yung plastic, magkakaiba yung value niyan, no? Pero sa code malinaw na sinabi, may dalawa lang, no? Class A surface, 0.35. Class B surface, 0.5. Okay? As simple as that, okay? Yung parameter na D sub U, okay? So malinaw to sa problem, it's just a multiplier, no? For the bolt pretension and isa lang yung value niya, no? Don't complicate. Just memorize 1.13, okay? Yung H sub C, which is defined as the whole factor, no? So paano ba siya nakakalculate? Okay? So yung whole factor na tinatawag, mayroon tayong tatlong value, okay? So kasi depende sa laki ng butas or yung hole mo, nagbabago yung in contact surface na magko-contribute sa friction. Okay? Sa friction force. Which mean to say, mas maliit yung butas, mas mataas yung in contact area. mas malaki or mas oversize yung butas, mas maliit yung in contact area. Kaya mapapansin mo dito, kapag standard holes is 1.0, kapag oversize is 0.85, kapag long slatted is 0.7. Okay? Sige. And next is the number of slip lanes. Malinaw to, alam nyo na yan, no? Kapag single shear, it's n sub s is equal to 1. Kapag double shear, n sub s is equal to 2. Okay? And lastly, yung T sub B or the minimum bolt tension, which is presented na sa table 510. Ito yon. Okay? So hanapin mo lang bolt diameter 20 A325. So that means it's 142 kilonewton. Ito yung T sub B mo. Okay? Okay? So as simple as that. Okay? So sana naintindihan niyo yung concept, no, para hindi lang tayo basta application ng formula, okay? So ngayon let's do the example problem number 2, okay? Okay, problem number 2.
Problem number 2. Using LRFB, determine the maximum force that the splice connection shown can carry. This splice is made up of two PL 300 by 12 at the left end and a PL 300 by 20 at the right of 850 steel. The bolts are 8 to 20 millimeter 8325F bolts with oversized holes. Assume that the bolt service no deformation for bearing is not critical. Also assume that the surface are class A. Assume service limit state and thread is excluded. A. Check code minimum spacing and edge distance. B. Calculate bolt slip resistance strength. C. Determines shear strength of bolt. D. Determine the capacity based on bearing on bolt holes.
Okay? Sige. So on this problem, example problem number 2, we would investigate, no, yung ating slip critical connection. So investigation type of problem to, obviously, kasi wala namang given load, no? Given yung mga dimension, sizes, mga grade ng bakal, no, or type of bolts, i-define natin yung maximum possible value ng T. Okay? Depende sa mode of failure. Okay? So yung pinaka takeaway natin dito, obviously, it's a slip critical connection. And number 2, mapapansin mo naman, it's a double shear, no? Tapos number 3 is naging staggered pa yung ano mo, yung mga bolts mo. Okay? So yung takeaway natin. Sige, let's try to solve this example problem number 2. Okay? Okay? As usual, we need to check muna yung minimum spacing and edge distance requirement as per the code. Okay? Yun yung pinapahanap for item A. Okay? Sige, check natin to. Yeah, so again, balik lang tayo doon, no? Balik lang tayo ulit doon. Okay? Kunin natin yung obviously yung pinaka-figure natin. So ito yung figure natin. Okay? So ito lang yung kailangan natin. Okay? 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 Now, in terms of the given since we're dealing with double shear, no? Tapos meron tayong top and bottom plate, 12 millimeter, yung thickness, yung middle plate is 20. The question is, dapat ba meron tayong i-check na critical? Obviously, for this one, kahit ano man yung i-consider mo dyan, I think it's a similar calculations, no? Kasi distances naman yung pinag-uusapan natin. So let me let me copy yung mga calculations natin sa problem 1 para mabilis tayo, no? Hindi na tayo pa ulit-ulit. So copy natin to, no? Okay? Then baguhin na lang natin, okay? Even itong table na to, okay? Okay? Sige. So ang sabi natin, no, for our calculations, i-compare lang natin ano ba yung minimum sa code and ano ba yung actual, no? Halimbawa, for minimum spacing S, okay? as per the code, ito yung pinaka-equation. Ipa-plug in lang natin yung diameter ng bolt. Okay? So ano ba yung given? In terms of diameter of bolt is 20. So parehas na parehas lang. Okay? Parehas na parehas lang. So therefore, same set of equation, no? So 53.33. Okay? Let's proceed dun sa actual center to center spacing naman. Okay? Actual center to center spacing. Now, if we would observe itong ating pinaka top view, no? Ng ating mga connections, kung center to center spacing yon, ito yung pinaka isang bolt. Okay? Ito yung isang option. Pwede ka mag-refer dito. Okay? Sa bolt na to. Okay? Ito yung center to center spacing, obviously. No? Okay? Pwede ka rin mag-refer dito kung gusto mo. Okay? So ayan, center to center spacing din to. Okay? Now, kahit saan ka mag-refer dyan, lumalabas na parehas lang naman yung spacing nito sa sa taas. So ibig sabihin, equal lang yon. So that is 100, no? 100. So ibig sabihin, the actual spacing, no, as per this connection is as simple as no? 50. Okay? Plus 50. Okay? Which is also equal to 100 millimeter. Okay? For the actual center to center spacing. Kahit saan ka mag-refer dito. Okay? Even dito, ganun din. Okay? So ibig sabihin, no? The actual center to center spacing ng ating connection is 100, greater than the minimum, no, code requirement na 53.33. So okay na tayo. Okay? Okay na tayo. No? Kasi kahit kunin mo yung middle plate, 'di ba? Kahit mag-focus ka sa middle plate, ganun din naman yung basis mo ng calculation, no? Wala naman siyang relation sa thickness ng plate. Okay? Walang kinalaman sa thickness of plate as of the moment, no? For the minimum spacing requirement. So okay na to. Okay? Similarly, for the edge distance, okay? For the edge distance naman, yung bolt diameter natin is 20. Yung minimum edge distance natin, ganun din, 26. Okay? Pero ano ba yung sabi sa problem? Ang sabi sa problem, oversized holes. No? Oversized holes. Meaning, meron tayong modification na gagawin dun sa natin, no? Dun sa calculation natin ng edge distance, no? Particularly, no, balikan natin ulit. Okay? Minimum spacing. Kasi ang sabi dito, kapag ka daw, no, oversized or slatted hole, meron ka pang increment na C2 na kailangang i-add in addition with table 510.3.4, which is ito yon. Okay? Ito yon. So kunin natin yan. Okay? Kunin natin yan. And i-reflect natin doon sa calculations natin. Okay? So, obviously, okay? Obviously, the minimum edge distance as per this table is itong L sub E, which is 26 millimeter. Hindi pa ito yung final answer kasi meron pa tayong increment C sub 2. Okay? Na kailangan natin i-add. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, no, plus C sub 2 pa to. Okay? Plus C sub 2 ba? Okay? Ano ba yung sabi dito? Yan, C sub 2. Okay? Which is, as per this table, no, kung i-detail natin, yung ating bolt diameter is 20. Meaning, pasok tayo dito sa row na to. No? Yung less than 22. And ang ating C sub 2 for oversized hole is 2 millimeter. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung C sub 2 natin, kung babalik tayo on the equation, okay? Okay? This is equal to no? Okay? So, all in all, yung L sub E natin is equal to 28 millimeter. Okay? The minimum edge distance. Okay? As per the code. Okay? Now, compare natin yan with the actual edge distance dun sa problem. Okay? Dun sa problem, kung i-investigate natin, okay, yung edge distance na tinatawag, okay, malinaw din naman yon. Okay? Ang edge distance is from the edge of your plate to the center of your bolt hole. And lumalabas dito yung critical, itong side na to. Okay? Okay? Kung mag-consider tayo sa okay? Sa plate na yan. So ito yon. Okay? Okay? Ito. Okay? So therefore, this is equivalent to the actual edge distance is equivalent to 50 millimeter. Okay? 50 millimeter. Now, comparing the actual with the code requirement, so that is 50, greater than 28. Okay? So ngayon, lumalabas na pa din. Okay pa din naman. Okay? Okay pa din. Okay? So pasok pa rin tayo on the spacing requirement ni code. Okay? Sige, next, calculate bolt slip resistance strength. Okay? So yun na yun. Okay? Yung new mode of failure, okay? Na particular lang for slip critical connection, yung slip resistance strength na tinatawag. Okay? So let's calculate no yung slip resistance, okay? So item B. Okay? So dito malinaw din sinabi na we would use A325F, no? Ayun, yung naka-append is F. So malinaw na that is a slip critical ano na bolt, okay? So A325 dash F na bolt. Okay? So ang first step natin, okay? If we would reflect yung pinaka-formula talaga natin, okay? For slip resistance strength calculation, okay, na pinakita natin kanina, that is R sub n is equal to the parameter mu whole factor d sub u, t sub b or bolt pretension, and yung number of slip lane n sub s. Okay? Yun yung pinaka ano natin, formula natin. Now, let's calculate muna no yung ating mga pwede nating i-define no. Halimbawa dito, okay? On this table, no, which is repairing on this table. Okay? The assumption natin is basically from this table, we could conclude na yung ating P sub B na parameter, okay? Based dito sa table na to is since we're using 20 millimeter diameter, A325, no? So meaning that is 142, okay? Kilonewton, okay? Okay? 142 kilonewton. And okay, going back dun pala sa problem, we need to ano kasi, no? We need to check ano ba yung mga clue na binabanggit doon. Halimbawa, dito, class A. Okay, class A. So, meaning, for class A kasi, no, we need to use 0.35, no? So, ibig sabihin yung mu natin is 0.35. Anyways, i-direct na natin siguro para mabilis, no? Direct na natin. Kunin lang natin sa problem. Sige, direct na natin, no? Kasi simple lang naman to, no? So, ibig sabihin R sub n, okay? Okay? Yung mu, which is 0.35 for class A. Okay? Yung H sub SS, which is the whole factor, sinabi dito, oversize whole. So, that is 0.85, no, for oversize whole. Similarly, yung D sub U, is a parameter na isa lang yung value, 1.13. Okay? Yung T sub B, na-define na natin, 142 kilonewton. Okay? Yung N sub S, the number of slip lane, no? Ito yung medyo interesting kasi we're using double shear, no? So ibig sabihin two shear planes, no? Two shear planes to. Sige. So two Okay? Sige. So i-emphasize lang natin to para hindi Okay? So all in all, we already have the R sub n or the bolt slip resistance, okay? Of a single bolt. Okay? Of a single bolt. Okay? By the way, no? Ibig sabihin lang nun pag tumingin ka sa ano na to, sa problem na to kasi, okay? Yung surfaces na masi-shear, obviously ito no? Okay? Kasi dalawa yung ano mo Okay? Dalawa yung slip plane mo. So, yan yung mga bolt na shear. Okay? Bolt areas. Okay? Kaya times 2. Okay? Sige, so ilan to?
$95.4737 kilonewton.
Okay, 95.
0.4737.
737 kilonewton. Okay? So, single bolt pa lang to. Okay? Anyways, sige, i-apply muna natin yung design procedure natin. In terms of the design procedure, pipili ka kasi ng ano ba yung sabi sa problem? Serviceability, limit state, or strength level, no? Or ULS. Okay? So, balikan natin yung problem. Okay? Sa problem, sinabi na assume service limit state, no? Or SLS. So, ibig sabihin, kung SLS, yung counterpart natin is ano ba yung pinapagamit sa problem? LRFD, no? Pinapagamit sa problem. So, LRFD is 1.0 pala, no? 1.0. Okay? So, therefore, no? SLS, therefore, yung ating under strength is equal to 1.0, okay, for LRFD. And we could now calculate yung R sub U kasi LRFD tayo, no? So R sub U is as simple as P times R sub N, okay? Well, it's 1.0, so we could say na no, as simple as R sub U is also equal to R sub N. Okay, which is ito. Okay? Well, ano pa lang kasi yan, no? That is just for a single bolt. Okay? Again, this is only applicable for the single bolt. Okay? So, depending on the total configuration dun sa connection mo, okay? Kailangan mo ng multiplier, okay? Okay? So, sige. Kunin natin sa sa taas kung ilang number of bolts ba yung kailangan nating i-multiply. Okay? Well, as per problem, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no? 8 number of bolts. Okay? So, therefore, R sub U, okay, times 8 okay, ilan to? Ilan to? Okay, ilan to?
763.7896.
763.7
7896.
896. Pwede na tong kasi final answer na pala to, no? 79. No? 79 kilonewton. Okay? Sige, okay na tayo sa slip resistance. Okay? Punta tayo sa next item. For next item, determine the shear strength of the bolt. Okay? Let me emphasize lang, no? Yung slip resistance strength is different doon sa shear strength ng bolt. Okay? Kapag slip critical connection ka, meron kang additional mode of failure which is tinatawag natin na bolt slip resistance, which is based on sa friction. Okay? Iba yung shear strength of bolt. So, ibig sabihin, pwede pa rin nating kunan ng shear strength of bolt itong problem natin, depende kung ano yung clue na makakuha natin sa problem. Okay? So, going back again sa problem para makakuha tayo ng clue. Sinabi dito, assume service limit state and thread is excluded. So, ibig sabihin, parang lumalabas na 8325X yung version pagdating sa shear strength calculation. Okay? So, malinaw yun, no? Malinaw yun. Okay? Sige, calculate natin yung shear strength ng bolt. But I think to fast track yung calculations natin, I would copy also yung yung ginawa natin kay problem number 1. Okay? Para mabilis tayo, no? Okay? Sige. So, item C, shear strength of bolts, we would use excluded, A325 daw, no? A325. Excluded. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ito pa rin yung formula. Okay? Refer tayo sa table na to, A325X. A325X. So, ito yun. Okay? Okay, excluded. And then shear, sabi sabihin, ito yung value natin. Okay? So going back again dun sa sa equation natin. Sabi sabihin yung F sub NB, okay, based dun sa table is 457. So ito yung value na babaguhin natin. Okay? 457. Okay? Okay, MPa. Now, yung diameter natin, kung di ako nagkakamali, 20 din no? So, yun lang yung magbabago. No? So, ilan to?
287.14157 kilonewton.
Okay, medyo mahaba. Okay, so 287. Okay, point.
14157.
Okay. Okay, kilonewton. Okay. Then again, no? Ito yung formula natin. Okay, so R sub U tayo. No? Okay, dito, iba na yung formula. No? Kasi LRFD. Okay. Okay. Okay, so, for R sub U, for shear, isa lang naman yung value nun, no? And that is 0.9. Kung di ako 0.7, 7.75, no? Yung partner ng 2.0. Okay, for shear. Okay, let's double check para walang walang error. Okay. Okay, ayan, 0.75. Okay. Okay, times R sub N. Okay. Okay. Meron tayong value ng R sub U. Okay. Sige. So ilan to?
215.3561.
Oh, okay. 215.618.
3561.
Okay, kilonewton. Okay? Again, single bolt pa lang. Okay? Total number of bolts is 8. Okay? So ilagay ko na rito, no? Okay, tapos kunin natin sa taas yung okay? So all in all, meron tayong R sub U which is equivalent to ilan?
1722.8494.
Final answer na to. So kailangan 2 decimal na. 1722.85.
85 po.
Okay? Okay, sige. So ito yung sa shear. Okay? Shear strength ng bolt, ito yung sa slip resistance. So yeah, kailangan natin ding i-emphasize to. Okay? Last item, determine the capacity based on bearing on bolt holes. Okay? So ito medyo mahaba-haba to. Okay? Now, ganun pa din. Okay? So ang gawin natin, copy natin yung mga equations natin dito kasi halos parehas lang naman no? Halos parehas lang yan Okay? Kahit slip critical ka kasi, meron ka pa rin namang bearing on bolt holes. No? Pwede mo pa rin i-check 'yon, okay? So item D, okay? So palitan natin 'to, okay? Okay? So ito yung natin, ito yung figure natin. Okay? So, ang question is ano ba yung formula na gagamitin natin? So check natin sa problem. Ang sabi dito, assume that the bolt service load deformation for bearing is not critical, no? Not critical. So yung corresponding corresponding siya with service load is not a design consideration. So itong 1.5 and 3.0. Okay? So yun yung equation na gagamitin natin. Okay? So sige. That is 1.5. Okay? And 3.0. Okay? Okay? Now, going back on the problem, design hole diameter, no? Calculation, diameter of bolt plus the tolerance, sabi oversize. So on this one it would be 24. Okay? So meaning yung addition due to tolerance is 4 millimeter. Okay? plus for the damage, so meaning we would have 26 na design diameter ng hole. Okay? So nagbago. Now, in terms of bolts, ang sabi natin, ang basis natin dito per column bolts. So mag-assign tayo ng number. So ito yung column 1, okay? Ito yung column 2, okay? Ito yung column 3, column 4, and column 5 ng mga bolts. Okay? Now, in terms of L sub C, okay? Kung yung bolt number 1, okay? Ang basis natin is itong distance na to, itong hidden. Okay? Kasi ang pwede mong gawin, no? Ang pwede mong gawin is mag-refer ka dito kay bottom middle plate, itong light gray, or kay top plate or bottom plate na dark gray. Either way, parehas lang naman yung mga distances, no? So dito, i-assume ko na lang na ito yung mga LC ko, okay? So ang basis ko dapat dito, no, pinaka-edge ng plate ko. Okay, pwede mo rin naman kunin dito. Pero babaguhin mo yung designation ng column mo, okay? So assuming na ito is naka-refer dun sa light gray, dun sa na plate, sa middle plate. Okay? So ibig sabihin ng edge distance ko doon, itong pinaka-edge niya, no? Itong hidden line. So ibig sabihin for column 1, yung L sub C1 ko is as simple as this. No? Ito from this point. Okay, from this point to this point, ito yung L sub C1. Okay, L sub C1. Similarly for column 2 naman, okay? Kasi ito yung bolt na in consideration, okay? For bolt 2. So ito lang 'yon, no? From edge ng bolt to this edge nung plate. Okay? Ito yung tatawagin nating L sub 2, L sub C2. Okay? Lastly, for column 3 naman, you could see na meron ng bolt na nauna. Okay? So ibig sabihin, for L sub C3, ang calculation mo na ng mga bolts. Okay? Pwede mong kunin dito or pwede mo rin kunin dito kasi parehas lang naman 'yon. So dito ko na lang i-reflect, no? Sorry. From this edge, no, to this edge, ito yung definition ng ating L sub C3. Okay? L sub C3. Okay? Tingnan mo na, medyo gumugulo na, no? So, ibaba muna natin to. Okay? Sige. So, okay na tayo sa L sub C3. Ganon din, for bolt number 4, ito yung bolt number 4, may nauna ng bolt. So, ibig sabihin, hindi na sa edge yung sukatan natin, no? Ang sukatan natin ng distance for L sub C, ito na, from edge to edge. Okay? Ito na yung L sub C4. Okay? Okay. Similarly, for column bolt 5, okay? So, yun, meron na ding naunang mga bolts. So, ito na yung basis natin. From this point, okay, to this point, this would be our L sub C5. Okay? Sige. Now, ito ngayon yung i-calculate natin, no? Muna, yung mga L sub C natin. Okay? Unahin natin yung L sub C1. For L sub C1, it's simply 50, okay, minus kalahati ng bolt hole. Okay? So this would give us 50, okay, minus kalahati ng bolt hole diameter, which is 26. Okay? So ilan to? Paki-double check, 37. Tama ba? Yes? Tama?
Opo, sir.
Okay? L sub C2. Okay? L sub C2, simply add mo yung dalawang 50, which is 100, tapos i-minus mo yung kalahati ng bolt hole dito. Okay? So that is 100. Hindi ko na pinakita, no? Minus half ulit, no? Copy na lang natin to. Okay?
87 po.
Okay, 87 daw. Okay? Now, yung L sub C3, okay? Okay? L sub C3 naman, okay, is as simple as ito, no? Itong L sub C3, 50 plus 50, 100, tapos kalahati dito and kalahati dito, which is 1. Okay? So that is 100 minus 1 diameter ng hole. Okay? So ilan to? Ilan to? Obviously,
74.
74. Okay? So, also, quick observation, yung L sub C3 mo, parang parehas lang yan kay L sub C4. No? Ayun, 100. Okay? Minus half and half. Okay? Even sa L sub C5, 100. Okay? Tapos kalahati dito, half. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, we could say na L sub C3 is equal to L sub C or is equal to L sub C5. Okay? Sige. So ngayon, let's proceed na on the calculations. Okay? So for column bolt number 1, okay? Okay? For column bolt number 1, okay, this would be our equation. Okay? Okay? So plug in natin yung mga parameters natin, no? So R sub n is equal to 1.5. Okay? Since column 1 tayo, L sub C1 dapat yung gagamitin natin. And that is 37. Okay? 37. So 37 to. Okay? Now, dito ngayon papasok yung critical, no? Ano ba yung critical na plate? Kasi thickness na tayo, no? Thickness na. So ano ba yung critical na plate natin, no? Yung top and bottom na magkatulong, okay? Or yung middle plate. Ano yung critical? As per problem. Yung top and bottom plate or yung middle plate. By the way, paano natin malalaman kung critical yung plate na yon? Well, supposedly, no, dapat yung critical na plate, yung minimal yung thickness. Okay? And yung porosity, which is the middle plate, ang thickness niya is 20. No? Yung top and bottom plate, yung summation niya is porosity din. No? Parang T over 2 sa isang, sa isang plate. Pero porosity, din yun. Yung summation niya is porosity din. And it would be resisted by 12 plus 12. So meaning 24. So mas mababa yung middle plate na 20, yung going to the right. So yun yung mag-govern. So ibig sabihin sa thickness na gagamitin natin, obviously we would use the minimum value. Okay? So sana naintindihan nyo, no? Okay. 20. Okay. Okay. For this one, okay, sa plate, ano ba yung specification ng plate? A50. Okay? Steel. So that is 448. Okay? Similarly, it's 3.0. Okay? Diameter of ball 20, thickness of plate is 20. Okay? F sub u, that is 448. Okay? Divide 1,000. Okay? Okay, ayan. Sige. Sige, pakibigay sa akin tong R sub n. Itong muna. Unang equation. So, ilan to?
497.20.
497.28.
0.20.
Sige, 497.28 kilonewton. Okay? Less than or equal itong equation na to. Kasi ilan to?
537.6.
Okay, kilonewton. Okay? So dito ganun pa din, no? Si Tering governs pa din. Okay? And yung Rn natin would be this one. Okay? Sige. So okay na tayo dito. Let's delete itong di kailangan, no? Punta tayo sa column bolts number 2. For column bolts number 2, okay, similar equations, ang babaguhin lang natin yung L sub C. Okay? Yung L sub C. And L sub C natin for LC column 2 is 87, no? 87. Okay? 87 pala to. Okay. So meaning itong right-hand side ng equation, walang magbabago. Ito pa din. Okay? Ang magbabago lang itong left-hand side, which is ilan to? Ilan to?
1169.28.
1169.28.
28.
Okay? Okay? So dito, iba na yung nag-govern, no? Hindi na si Tering. Okay? So ngayon lumalabas na si ano na ang ano ngayon ang governing, okay? Si Bering na. Okay? Okay? So sige. So ito yung ating ano R sub n for column bolt 1, bolt 2. Okay? Okay? Now, in terms of column bolt 3, 4, and 5, since pare-parehas lang naman yung value ng L sub C niya, so might as well do a single calculation, no? Para hindi tayo paulit-ulit. Okay? So ibig sabihin, for column okay? Okay, bolts, we would have ano, yung L sub C natin is 74. Okay, 74. So we would have this one, no? Baguhin ulit natin to. Okay. Okay, so ilan to?
994.56.
994.56. Okay? So again, si bearing ang nag-burn. Okay? Punta tayo sa total bearing strength. Okay? Which is summation of all bolt columns. So hindi ko na ipapakita para hindi ko na ano no, hindi na okay na yan. At least ano, naintindihan niyo na yan, no? Sige, isa-isahin natin, no? Column 1, okay? For column 1, ang governing natin is ito, okay? And then sa column 1, meron tayong dalawang bolt. Okay? Dalawang bolt. So ibig sabihin, for column 1, we would have, okay? Ito yung ano niya, okay, R sub n niya. For column number 2, ito yung okay, column number 2, ito yung nag-burn, okay? And this one is ano, is as far as I remember, yung column number 2 natin is 1 bolt only. Okay? So 1 bolt only. Okay? Okay? 1 bolt only. And lastly, okay? Kasi pare-parehas lang naman yung L, column 3, 4, and 5, 'di ba? Column 3, 4, 5, ganun pa din eh, no? For 7.6. Yun pa din yung ano mo, R sub n mo. So, bilangin na lang natin, okay? Ilan ba yung total number of bolts nun? Okay? Well, yung total number of bolts nun for column 4, 3, 4, and 5 is sa 3 is 2, 3, 4, 5, no? 5 volts. Okay? 5 volts. Okay? So simplify. Okay? We would have R sub n equals to ilan to? Ilan to?
4220.16.
422.0.16 kilonewton. Okay? And similarly, R sub u, LRF tayo, okay? Is P times Rn. And this is ano? This is ano kasi, no? Bearing. So as far as I remember, for bearing, no, it's 0.75 for LRFD. Okay? So ilan to?
3165.12 kilonewton.
Okay. Sige. 3165 point
0.12.
0.12. Okay? Kilonewton. Okay? Okay, sige. So, by comparison, no, 3,000, 17, 763.79. So si slip resistance yung governing, no, na ating mode of failure. Okay? Okay? So si slip resistance yung nag-govern this time. Okay? Any question or clarification before we end itong problem number 2? Meron bang malabo? Okay, sige.